missing the likes of Jude Bellingham, who drives them forward. As the next shot comes in. Absolutely wonderful effort off the top of the bar from Brahim Diaz, former Manchester City man. Stejskal there. Well beaten. Well, first 8 minutes have belonged to Real Madrid, as you would really expect, despite the difference in match fitness between the two. Still pre-season for Real Madrid. Coming within inches of the opener there. There goes Mbappe again. Took a while, Mbappe, to settle really into a system under Carlo Ancelotti. In the end, he was the top scorer for Real, though, with 31 in the league and 44 in all competitions. So that does go down as a strong season from him. As now it's the young midfielder, Gula, in the corner. Well cleared by WSG. They've been given a good run out themselves here. The next shot comes in, Tchouaméni, and it's a double chance and a double save from Stejskal. Well, that's brilliant keeping from the Czech, as he keeps it 0-0 in this opening 10 minutes. The pressure really growing from Real Madrid. Tchouaméni there with a terrific low hit. And on the follow-up, Stejskal was back on his feet to smother. The offence, and he loops the header home. Well, the fans here came to see a show from Real Madrid, and that's exactly what they're getting at the moment. An early lead for Real Madrid against WSG Tirol in Innsbruck. It's a Militao just getting up above Boras. Stejskal, having made a couple of superb stops already in this game, finally has to reach into the back of the net there to recover the ball. After all that excellent play from Real Madrid, with shots from outside the box from the likes of Tchouaméni, in the end it's all just pumped in there from the right-hand side, and a good old-fashioned header from Militao. It does the damage here. Now, it looks as though Xabi Alonso has already left his footprint on Real Madrid here. The possession-based game that we saw at Bayer Leverkusen, with quick wingers getting well involved in the play and cutting inside into the penalty area. The likes of Vinny Jr. here may well fit his system even better than he played under Carlo Ancelotti. 2-0 after only 12 minutes. Well, WSG Tirol knew it would be a big test for them against the world stars of Real Madrid, and it's been one-way traffic, and a lot of the young fans here, you can see, have turned up to see Kylian Mbappe lotting it through for him. I don't know whether that was a mishit shot. Either way, Mbappe controlled it quickly and doubles the lead for Real Madrid. And there we see Gula. It's a Instead of forward cutting inside to cause problems in the penalty area under Xabi Alonso. He'll really enjoy working with him as well. And I was about to mention that Luka Modric has left the club. Alonso would have loved to work with him. There's a big call there for a penalty for WSG Tirol. In hope rather than expectation. As the Croatian midfielder has left for AC Milan. 28 major trophies. And the most decorated player in Real's history with 6 Champions League trophies as well. But it looks as though Arda Güler will be a more than equal addition, I would say. As we see Trent Alexander-Arnold, famously signed from Liverpool for a small fee after they had agreed to sign him for free at the end of his contract, but they wanted him to play at the Club World Cup. Looks as though he is slotted in perfectly as well. Real love defenders who just bomb forward to try and help out in attack. And indeed, the opener today was from Eder Militao doing just that from centre-back. The second goal coming from Mbappe as Lucas Hinterseer, the veteran striker at 34 for WSG, wins the free kick from Tchouaméni. This is only the second of 2 friendlies for Real Madrid this pre-season. Because of the Club World Cup, it's a rather truncated summer for them. They also played behind closed doors with La Liga 2 side Leganes, but the season starts in only 1 week in La Liga against Osasuna. Forward into midfield, Carreras. Looks as though he will be doing the same job as Trent Alexander-Arnold on the other side. Playing more as a wing back than a full back, even in a 4-3-3 system. Ceballos. It looks as though Ceballos and Tchouaméni doing the dirty work in midfield and allowing Güler to go forward more. It's a lovely ball, just breaking the lines there from Huysen. Mbappe, not even he has the pace to get through on that little flick there from Vinny Jr., but you can see already, even though the season only starts next week, the Real Madrid players have been put through their paces by Xabi Alonso in training. There's the opener from Eder Militao. WSG Tirol will have been hoping to keep the game tight in the opening 20 minutes. They failed to do that, with Boras being beaten for the first goal, and we've not really seen enough in midfield of Müller trying to break forward, or the youngster Vels. And of course, against Real Madrid, they've never really competed against such a glittering array of stars. More experienced players like Lucas Hinterseer early in his career as he come up against such a big side. And Alonso must be impressed by what he's seen so far from his team, really taking on board what he's had to say in training. Of course, it's difficult for him to As the Italian Carlo Ancelotti left at the end of last season. But it is his dream job. As soon as he started his managerial career, it was penciled in that at some point he would take over at his former club. Indeed, it's come very early as well, after 2 seasons or 2.5 seasons at Bayer Leverkusen. It's more free-flowing football from Real Madrid. Back there, just cut out by Futter. Dropping back into defence from defensive midfield. We're seeing a lot of those balls being played in towards Mbappe pretty early from midfield. They're trying to drive it in towards him to get him turned, and causing problems for WSG Tirol. The local fans here really enjoying what they're seeing. It is a treat for them in Innsbruck, at the Tivoli. Real Madrid taking this match very seriously indeed. No hint at all. I'm just expecting WSG to roll over for them. Really going for the jugular here through Vini Jr. 11 goals last season. And wins the free kick here. He will want to be on the score sheet more. And he feels he should win the Ballon d'Or. It's just struggling against it. Restarts. Militao in there again, looking for his second of the match. A little bit of a loose ball up there. Just the touch from Charmini, but no one can really get it under control as the ball bounces around in the centre of midfield. We've seen that Real Madrid preferring to press and not come sliding in with challenges. They were the fairest team in La Liga last season with only 58 yellow cards. Well, having said that, Antonio Rudiger, a shot flashes across goal from Brahim Diaz. Rudiger guilty of misconduct coming towards the end of last season. So it is a well-stocked back line now, though, for Real Madrid with the new signing, Dean Heisen, coming in. We've seen the quality of Eder Militao here already. David Alaba as well. Normally played at centre-back for Ancelotti. We'll see what Xabi Alonso has in store for the Austrian. Hoping to see him come on here on his home country. He's a very flexible player. Tries to play up in midfield or left back. Carreras. Junior is playing a little more centrally for a while. Looking to get more involved. There's good pressure there from Lucas Hinterseer, almost managing to nudge the ball away. Tyson. Superb ball out towards the right to open things up for Goulet. And Stejskald's called into action again there. It's another of those, like, as we saw earlier in the game. He's not sure if it is on target and dropping in. Using Mbappe from this left-hand side early on in the game. From the right there, I believe it was Trent Alexander-Arnold. Junior just showing it there to Hoots. And this time Vinny Junior doesn't get the better of the WSG 19-year-old. Receiving superb finish for Kylian Mbappe. Fired in towards him by Goulet with the assist. 25 minutes in. And now showing their dominance here against WSG, as you would expect. Here just winning the free kick and hoping to get his team up into the penalty area. I haven't seen a lot of them in the final third. A couple of early breaks from them. Real Madrid have since taken almost total control of the match with 80% of the possession. And they'll need to do much better than that, WSG Tirol. Perhaps the occasion starting to get to them as Buchler couldn't keep that ball in. A real chance to get the ball into the box, and they've not taken it at all there, the home side. It's been a very good start to the season from them, topping the table after 2 rounds in the Austrian Bundesliga, but this has been a very sticky 25 minutes or so at the start of the game. Well, they would have been looking forward to this one since its announcement. As I said, the tickets sold out in half an hour. As Alexander-Arnold there just looking to feed the ball on towards Brahim Diaz, or Arda Güler was the furthest player forward. Wilson again. Ball dicked over the top. Well read. Stejskald. I don't know if there will be any further arrivals for Real Madrid this transfer window. They've also signed Franco Mastantuono from River Plate for 40 million, a 17-year-old midfielder, 10 goals in 64 appearances, and an Argentina international already. He's possibly one for the future. Xabi Alonso is a head coach who does like to throw in young talent. The Belgian with so many trophies won. Zita Militao there is called. Back here for a minute or two before the clearance is made by Carreras. The former Benfica man sees Vini Jr. free on the left-hand side. WSG need to get closer to him. We've seen a real show there from Mbappe. Crowd enjoying seeing him in action. Alexander-Arnold was there supporting him at the edge of the box. Says everything about the England international right back. To try and get a shot in on goal. It's half an hour gone. 2-0 Real Madrid. WSG have done well to keep it at 2-0 in fact. I would have been worried with those early goals coming in. 10th minute and 13th from Militao and Mbappe. Real Madrid also hitting the bar before they took the lead. A lot of work to do there for Arnold by the looks of it, but the ball is back now to Courtois. We see on the sidelines Philip Semlich as a cooling break has been called. It's a warm evening in Innsbruck. And so far Xabi Alonso's men certainly living up to the hype around this match. We're just waiting now to see if WSG Tirol can get at least one goal back in this pre-season friendly. Fans, of course, not only here to witness the world stars of Real Madrid, they also want to see the local boys perform well. So far, though, barely a chance for them to even get into the penalty area. No shots from them compared to 5 from Real Madrid. And although WSG Tirol do concede a lot of possession to their opponents despite of the Liga, They're not used to only having 24% of the ball, that's for sure. It looks as though we are just about ready to continue here. Justin gets the ball there comfortably away from Wels. You were up WSG on a free from Ostrevin. 2 goals in 3 already. Some speculation, is it a loan or is it free? It's a difficult one with the announcement.
Lorenz que toca hacia atrás y inicia el conjunto austriaco. Vamos a ver si consiguen tener algo más de calma.
Sí, y tras el tiempo de ese mínimo tiempo muerto, por así decirlo, parece que intenta meterle una marchita más.
Ojo, ojo. Ese balón que se puede favorecer el delantero. Se podía hacer con ella Hinterser, pero está rapidísimo.
Ha estado impresionante,
Rapidísimo.
Una rapidez de Tchouaméni tremenda, para evitar
la situación. Ojo la respuesta, ojo la respuesta. Es Müller demasiado largo.
Qué pena, era buena opción.
Se ha hecho daño Hinterser. Sanción dorsal 16.
El veterano.
34 años tiene el austriaco.
El cruce es tremendo,
La acción de Aurelien.
Impresionante acción defensiva,
Sobre el ex, entre otros equipos del Hamburgo y del Hannover 96.
Ha tenido experiencia en equipos de la Bundesliga, de los pocos, casi todos son muchos jugadores jóvenes y austriacos. Muchos de ellos componentes de las inferiores de Austria.
Hemos comentado también Jamie Lorenz, delantero que además, defensa. El 5 del conjunto austriaco, más corpulento, alguna talla. Canterano del Valle, de Múnich.
La pinta de tener futuro ese chaval también. Todo arreglado y cambios.
Nigeriano, alemán. Bueno, y cambios que se van a realizar en el partido. Hay 3 ventanas para realizar cambios.
A ver, esta. Es Diarra.
Mamadou Diarra.
Mamadou Diarra, que no tiene nada que ver con el jugador. Pero es de Mali.
También es de Mali. Algo más joven, 21 años.
Sí, es de Mali. El mismo nombre que el jugador del Real Madrid, exjugador.
Ahí sale Diarra con ese dorsal 8 en su espalda. El cambio por el futbolista precisamente que se olvida.
El veterano. Y...
8 goals over the past 2 seasons for WSG, and we immediately see him get into the action, but the offside flag. Just dropping back there. Good line from Real Madrid. Philip Simlich then taking off Lucas Hinterseer. He certainly doesn't need to prove himself, the one-time Austrian international. It's a good chance to take a look at how Mamadou Diarra can do against higher level opposition. Carreras. Militao. Tyson looking for movement ahead of him. Picks out Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ceballos. spell of keep ball here from Real Madrid. After that little flurry, perhaps of chances from WSG Tirol. Just feeding the ball past Buchler. And then from Rapid as Carreras joins the attack for Real Madrid. And as we see the break being led here by Lawrence and then out towards Diarra. Well, that's the kind of ambition the WSG Tirol fans here want to see, even against Real Madrid. With a surging run from centre-back, playing as the anchor in that back three for Filip Zimlic. WSG quite happy to allow Real Madrid to have the ball in this area. We saw earlier that Xabi Alonso likes his players from this deep position to pick out balls into the channels. We've driven balls in towards the likes of Kylian Mbappe. Schmeichel for their defending against Brahim Diaz. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this first half as Gula goes across to take the corner. WSG there, a little bit of a let-off. The marking perhaps not what it should have been at the near post. And it might result in another chance here. The ball slid across by Diaz. No one arriving though for Real Madrid for once. It was Heisen who was closest to it, but I think that Lawrence just blocking off his run to make sure the centre-back couldn't tap home. Ceballos. Charmini. Diaz. Everyone for Real Madrid in the attacking half here. Those two early goals, the difference at the minute. A really patient play here being shown by Real Madrid. Carreras. Former Benfica man here. Needs a break into the box as often as possible. He's got another chance here, maybe. As he arrived from Benfica for big money, and Man United happy with that. He did come through the youth system, and there was a sell-on clause as well as he joined Benfica. So playing for some of the world's big clubs already in his career at only 22. Never made a first team appearance though for Man United was sent out on loan. Just a couple of seasons later, Real Madrid seeing fit to spend 50 million euros on him. Ceballos is seeing more and more of the ball in that central area as the game has wore on. Tchouaméni alongside him. This is Militao. And one of those driven balls again towards Diaz. It was just picked off. Ball across for Vini Jr. I haven't seen too much showboating as yet from Real Madrid, despite the comfort in the game so far, as player comes running onto the field here for a selfie with Kylian Mbappe, and massive cheer goes up. I see French international quite happy to allow the fan a great moment there. I'm not sure whether the intruder on the field should really be applauded. But Mbappe happy to oblige as the referee blows the whistle then for half-time, right on 45 minutes. In this pre-season friendly, WSG Tirol happy to host Real Madrid, but they will be a little angry with some of their defending for the goals. Two early ones from Eder Militao and Kylian Mbappe. But they've done well to keep the scoreline down to only 2-0, despite the dominance from Real Madrid. As at half-time, they go off, and Real leading 2-0 here. We'll see whether Xabi Alonso leaves on this first 11 or whether he will make switches in the second half.